Hello, everyone, and welcome. Reaction versus recreation. Well, let's also add two other words so that we can have a complete understanding. Reaction, response, creation, and recreation. A reaction is something that one chooses instinctively. A response is something that one chooses deliberately upon debate or comparison. A creation or a creative response is something that one chooses proactively. A recreation is a spontaneous response from your present awareness. A reaction comes from the reptilian brain. A stored response comes from the mammalian brain. A creative response comes from the human brain. And recreation comes from the enlightened or divine brain. The brain of human beings is developed in stages. The first stage of development is the reptilian brain. It reacts to exterior data taken in by the body. It does not store the data. Reptiles have no memory. It does not analyze the data. Reptiles have no emotions. And it does not call the data forward and recommend alternative responses. Reptiles do not ponder their decisions, nor are they ever confused. Reptiles merely encounter data and react to them. Reptilian reaction is instantaneous and instinctive, based on not on evaluation of prior experiences, but on cellular encoding. Therefore, their reaction is also identical and predictable, given identical exterior stimuli. Reaction means to act as you did before. React. It is hardwired or programmed into the cells. The core part of our brain is a reptilian brain. It helps us to survive, fix boundaries, fix bonding. Most people are looking in their lives for bonding, for accumulation of things, properties, people, etc. This is their reptilian brain. The smallest expression of a reptilian brain is a family, and the largest is a nation. Both are boundaries. When our cerebral cortex, the part of the brain that makes us human, is active, people will be looking for liberation. That's why a snake is used as a symbol for spirituality, as the rising of a snake. A reptilian brain takes you to higher and higher levels of consciousness, to the divine brain. It is the symbol of mysticism in all the world traditions. When the snake, starting at the lowest chakra, at the base of your spine, reaches to the highest chakra in your head, it is the ultimate. Hindu god Shiva is depicted with a snake on his head for this reason. It's symbolic. The mammalian brain is the second stage of brain development. Elephants are reputed to have a long memory. Lions can become angry. A snake cannot. That is because mammals store data and call it forward the next time similar data appears in their environment. Mammals then compare present data with the past data. And if the comparison brings them unwelcome information, they become angry or scared or happy. Whatever the case may be, mammals react and also respond. Reptiles can only react. A response is a reaction tempered and influenced by the past data. This is all the work of mind, not the self. The human brain or conscious brain is the third stage of brain development. Humans not only store data and bring data forward and compare data, humans also analyze data. That is, they can think about what they think about and can respond creatively or consciously. A creative act is joyful, loving, and without any personal or economical tones to it. A creative act is growth oriented. Humans think about future. Should I do this or do that? A lion does not ask itself, should I roar now or not? Humans also reflect upon their decisions. This is humanity's great gift. It is this ability to analyze data and create rather than react or respond that marks a more highly evolved species. It is this skill that gives humans their power, the power to create their own reality. If humans choose to create their own reality, they have two ways to do this. One, by using the mind, or two, by using the mind and the soul at the same time. The brain using the first method is called the human or creative brain. In actuality, there is no such thing as creation because in a spiritual world there is no space and no time. Everything that existed, that exists, and will exist in the future is all there at once, here and now. Act of creation is really the act of noticing that something already exists. It is an act of perception. The individual soul, since it does not know that it is the universal soul itself, imagines that it is creating rather than recreating itself in each moment. That is its conceit, its deception. Enlightenment is dropping of this conceit, dropping of this veil. What people are really trying to create is an internal experience, not an external reality. The totality of your being came into the physical realm, dividing itself into body, mind, and soul, so that it might know itself in its own experience, and thus that divinity might be realized in, through, and as you. The brain using the second method, which is mind plus soul, is called the enlightened or divine brain. It is a spontaneous response, not from your memory, not from your analysis, but from your working mind or present awareness. Life is not a process of discovery. It is a process of creation, or rather, recreation. You are not learning who you really are. You are recreating who you really are by remembering all that you have always known and choosing what you now wish to experience of yourself. Divinity can also recreate itself anew in the next grandest version of the greatest vision ever it had held about who it really is. This act of recreation is reality's greatest joy. That is why it is called recreation or simply recreation, fun. And Hindus call this Leela, a divine play, a play of hide and seek. And the players? Merely consciousness. Thank you.